Picture this. You walk into a specialty cafe and scan the shelves for a new bag of beans. You're immediately drawn to the premium shelf, where labels boast about coffee grown at 2,000 meters. The specialty industry often treats elevation as a scoreboard for quality, using terms like strictly high-grown to justify a much higher price tag. However, if you're looking for a thick, chocolatey, low-acid espresso, a high-altitude bean produces a thin, tart profile that likely misses your mark entirely. Altitude serves as a biological flavor map, governed by the physics of the bean's environment. Buying based on elevation alone, without understanding these physics, usually means you are paying a premium for a flavor profile you might not even enjoy. To understand why your coffee tastes the way it does, we have to look at terroir, the total environmental conditions of the farm, especially up in these high mountainous regions. High up in the mountains, a coffee tree has to survive in an environment with much cooler temperatures and lower oxygen levels. Much like a slow-cooked brisket, this mountain stress forces the coffee cherry to undergo a drastically slower maturation process. During this extended growth timeline, the seed packs itself with complex sugars and high concentrations of organic acids, specifically citric and malic acids. This slow growth makes the beans become incredibly dense, turning the seed into a tightly packed flavor bomb. Brewing these dense beans yield the bright, sparkling, and floral notes found in high-end pour-overs. While high altitude ensures this specific acidity and density, that profile isn't the universal standard for every coffee drinker. If we move below 900 meters into the warmer, lush lowland climates of places like Brazil, the physics of the bean change. In these warmer environments, the coffee cherry's growth cycle is drastically accelerated. Without the long timeline of mountain stress, the bean lacks the opportunity to develop those sharp, complex organic acids. This rapid growth leaves the cellular structure of the bean physically softer and less dense than its high-altitude cousins. Because there isn't a sharp acidity overpowering your palate, these softer beans naturally yield a smooth profile full of dark chocolate, nuts, and earthy sweetness. Though often overlooked by elitist trends, these physical properties are required to achieve a heavy, creaming body in your cup. To get the best value, stop buying based on the price tag and start matching the bean's altitude to your specific taste buds. If you want a crisp, bright, and highly nuanced experience, look for a 2,000-meter bean like an Ethiopian Yirgacheffe and brew it on a V60. But if you want a thick, heavy cup that holds up against milk, seek out lower-altitude beans from Brazil or Sumatra. The rule of thumb is simple. To get bright and fruity, climb the mountain. To get rich and smooth, stay closer to sea level. Understanding the raw physics of altitude allows you to select beans that actually complement your preferred brewing style. Have you ever bought an expensive high-altitude coffee only to find it tasted way too sour for you? Let us know your favorite origin for a smooth cup in the comments below. Subscribe to keep taking the mystery out of your morning brew. Next up, we're looking at your grinder and why microscopic coffee dust might be secretly ruining your extraction. See you there!